Hello, welcome to the video notes for lesson 4-8, point slope form and writing linear equations. This begins on page 31 in your notes packet. Well, let's go ahead and get started. This is a long lesson. So, the learning target, I can write linear equations using point slope form. Now that's different than slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept, remember, is y equals mx plus b. So let me write that down. Slope-intercept, remember from before, is y equals mx plus b, where we need the slope and the y-intercept. For point slope form, we have y minus y1, so the output minus a y value equals the slope m times the input minus an x value. So we need a point. So the equation of a non-vertical line that passes through the point x1, y1 has a slope m is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Alright, so we've got some examples on this page, and we're going to take a look at a couple of these. Alright, so write the equation of the function in point slope form. Now we will actually convert one or two of these to slope-intercept form, but not all of them. Alright, so we have this first one here, and the first thing that I need, I've got a couple of points. I've got this one here, which is the point 0, 4, and then I also have this point here, which is 3, negative 2. You can do this for any point that you want. Any point will work. So let's add a little star here and write down any point will work. Any point will do. And what this is, because most of the y-intercepts that we've worked with, and including this one here, are nice y-intercepts. But a line doesn't always cross at a point. Well, at least a perfect point. It can sometimes be in between 2 and 1, and it's not always exactly in between. It could be somewhere in between. That's hard to tell. So we need another way to write an equation when we don't have a perfect or a whole number or a nice y-intercept. So we're going to practice point slope form. And what we do is, first we need the slope, change in y over change in x. And for this, it's going to be, it's going down 6 and to the right 3, so negative 6 over positive 3. So m is equal to negative 2. So I have m. Now, up above, I want you to get a little practice writing this. So let's go ahead and write it right in the middle here. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Alright, so I'm going to substitute in my y value. Let's use this point first, 0, 4. So 4 is my y1 value, equals, now m is negative 2, parentheses, and then I get x minus 0. And that's it. That's the equation in point slope form. You can stop right there. Now I want to show you, we're going to use the other point, so 3, negative 2. So my y1 value is negative 2. So I've got y minus negative 2 equals, my slope still negative 2, x minus 3. Now, this is essentially the same equation as this. And some of you might be saying, no, Mr. Decker, they are not the same. Watch what happens. These will actually convert to y equals mx plus b. And watch what happens when I do that. First I'm going to distribute the negative 2, and I still have y minus 4 equals negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 0 is just 0. So now I'm going to add 4 to both sides. And when I do, I get y equals negative 2x plus 4. That's y equals mx plus b form. Alright, now let's take a look over here. I'm going to get rid of the double negative, and I've got y plus 2 equals, distribute the negative 2, negative 2x, negative 2 times negative 3 is plus 6. Now, I need to subtract 2 from both sides, and I get y equals negative 2x plus 4. Look at that. They are the same. So I know these two equations look different in point-slope form, but essentially they mean the same thing. All right, let's take a look at this one over here. So finding the change in y to the change in x. This is going it's going up 30, and then it's going over from 100 to 300. It's going over 200. This simplifies to 3 over 20. So there's my m. M equals 3 over 20. Alright, so my equation, y minus y1. So I need a point. Let's use this point here. It is the point 100, oops, come on, 100, comma, 60. So my x1 is 100 and my y1 is 60. So y minus 60 equals 3 over 20 times x minus, my x value is 100. Pretty simple, right? You can leave it like that. Now, you can actually go ahead and convert it to y equals mx plus b form. If you do, this is one we did previously. Again, this is not a bad y-intercept, so it'll work out. But you can leave it in this form, and I want you to get in the habit of leaving it in this form, because what we're going to be doing next is graphing from this, and you'll see that this graphing when you have an equation in this form is almost as easy as graphing when we have something in slope-intercept form. Alright, so we've got two more. Finding the change in y over the change in x is pretty easy when you have a table. This is going up 2, this is going up 2. So my m is equal to 2 over 2, or 1. Now, I need a point. Any one of these points will do. You can use 0, 3. You can use 4, 7. Let's go ahead and use 4, 7. So I've got my point 4, 7. Here's my x1. Here's my y1. You might not have room to write this above if you did all that stuff up there, so you can write it below. Our equation then is y minus y1, so that's y minus 7, equals m, that's 1, parentheses, x minus x1, that's x minus 4. Now we don't need the 1 in front of this, so you could do just y minus 7 equals x minus 4. This one over here, why don't you go ahead and figure that one out on your own, and whoever shares their answer in that will help you earn a point on your scoreboard. Let's go ahead and take a look at page 32. Write equations of lines given a slope and a point on a line. So above this, on the top of page 32, I want you to write y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. Remember, we need to find values for y1, m, and x1. The y and the x, the input and the output stay the same. So I have m, it's negative 2. I have x1, it's 1, and I have y1, it's 3. So what's the equation? Y minus 3 equals negative 2, parentheses, x minus 1. Pretty simple stuff. So why don't you go ahead and try the next one on your own. You're going to do m, x1, y1, and then come up with the equation, and whoever shares that will help you earn some points on your scoreboard. We'll do one more example, and we'll be done with this lesson. Actually finished a lot faster than I had originally thought, but that's a good thing. Okay, now, what happens if they don't give you an m? Well, you have to find it. So how do you find it? Change in y over change in x. So I'm going to use the 2 points. I'm going to subtract the y values, subtract the x values, and when I do that, I get 4 over 2. If you prefer putting these in a table, that's fine. M is equal to 2. Now, it doesn't matter which point you use. I'm going to use the first one. So my x1 value is 1. My y1 value is 4. My equation, y minus y1, so y minus 4, equals m, which is 2, times x minus x1. Ta-da! Okay. Hopefully you're finding this as simple, not too difficult to understand, but if you're having trouble, go back and rewatch the video, ask a friend or a parent for help, come and see me. Good luck, and we will, oh, by the way, anybody that comes up with the answer for the last one will also earn some points on your scoreboard. Well, good luck, and we'll see you in math.